presents reconciliation as or business as the front line of reconciliation. Could you elaborate on what you mean by that? And also, what do you think is driving it? Shannon, could you go first, please?
Well, in Canada, Indigenous people have been spectators to the natural erosion of their territories. And they are now prepared and they are demanding a seat at the table to ensure that they're sharing the prosperity from Canada. The minister was just speaking about Canada being attractive because of our critical minerals. Those critical minerals sit on the territories of the First Nations. And First Nations are not going to be easy to let those critical minerals be extracted without a fair share of those minerals. So we're here to prepare everybody for the partnership that's going to be forward, ensuring that the right stimulus is in place, the right tools and the right people are part of the process of reconciliation. They suffered the dispossession of their territories, placed on reserves, separated from the economy. They've been watching the world pass them by. The government of Canada continues to talk about the social spend on the Indigenous people. Well, they certainly are dependent on the government, and that has to change. If we're going to be moving forward, the share in the wealth of the land is required, and we have to support Indigenous business development to ensure that those social impacts on those families are felt throughout Canada.
And so well said.
I wanted to follow up. There's actually a blueprint for economic reconciliation in the National Indigenous Economic Strategy. Now, this was a strategy that was created by Indigenous organizations for Indigenous people and corporate partners and government to understand exactly what is required in order for us to participate and be equitable partners in the country. NIstrategy.ca is where you can find that. There's 107 calls to prosperity, and they're common sense. They're innovative, and there's a place for everybody to implement those strategies because it's going to take all of us to ensure that Indigenous people are equitably participating in the economy and seeing their communities being on the highest areas of socioeconomic indicators. We've got to do something because it's not good for Canada to go out there saying that we're a great country, but our people within the country are living in poverty. And we've got to really just all participate at the same level. Government departments have to work together because there's a lot of different departments and everybody has solutions. Thank you.
I'm so glad we're